In 2003, a former news anchor was fired from her job after a video was recorded of her dancing on a stage in a wet t-shirt contest. She is now trying to be an influence for others in hopes that they don't go down the same path as she did. She shares her story with us tonight on The Factor.
We have former news anchor, talent coach, and author Catherine Bosely. Catherine, glad to have you on The Factor Uncensored. So you went viral before there was really any viral out there.
Right.
And now you're warning people, professionals, young people, teenagers, that this stuff will follow you forever. But before we get into that, there you go, forever.
Forever and for all to see, indeed, yes.
Before you get into that, give us a little bit of your backstory and how you got into trouble back in, I think it was 2003.
It was 2003. Yeah, I was a TV news anchor in a mid-sized market in Youngstown, Ohio, and my husband and I, we went on to vacation in Key West to celebrate our one-year anniversary and the fact that I was still alive. I had just survived a life-threatening lung illness. I went for about 3 months with doctors saying, we don't know, one day at a time. I thought I was going to die. So when it's finally determined this experimental, monstrous drug therapy I was on, it was working, yeah, we went to celebrate. And we're walking down the main strip in Key West, Duval Street. A lot of people are familiar with that. It's spring break, so there's lots of college students having a good time. It's kind of exciting, and this great music pouring onto the streets, this beautiful breeze going over the island, and I stop and I think, oh, I can breathe. I've got this next chance at life. I'm going to live it to the fullest. And I turned to my husband and I said, life is good, and I'm going to live it to the fullest and go do things I would have never done before. I was always a goody two-shoes. Mm-hmm. My dream was TV news. So I had worked so hard through college and high school, nose to the grindstone, hardly ever doing anything that I shouldn't do. So that night, with that mindset, I'm going to live life, go do things I would have never done before. We walked into a bar that we learned is going to have a wet t-shirt contest, something I would have walked right back out on. I've never seen one of those. Neither had my husband. At least that's what he says. Then suddenly this guy gets on stage and he's soliciting women to take part. And between the mindset of going to do things I would never done before and still on heavy medication from the lung illness, I hear myself say, I'll do it. And I did it. And I got caught up in the moment. It got out of control. Now, back then we had our flip phones. I wasn't worried about anything like that. And I was 1,400 miles away from home. So we didn't have social media like we did today. Felt awful about it immediately after. Tears, my husband too. So we said, okay, we'll learn from it, never do anything like that again, and leave it in Key West. Well, 10 months later, I received a terrible phone call on Christmas Day. A woman calling me a name, telling me your days are over. This video is everywhere. Apparently there was a company there similar to Girls Gone Wild that was documenting the whole thing to sell on their website.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And apparently someone here...
What are the chances, Catherine? What are the chances of that happening?
What are the chances that someone here in my little small town, Ohio, would be subscribing to this particular website and saw the video and recognized me? So again, 10 months later, 1,400 miles away from home, before we had social media. This is why I'm always saying, use that voice within that tells you when you shouldn't do something.
Right.
And so... my goodness, I lost my job. I was fired. Suddenly I got Good Morning America calling me, ironically, Good Morning America. I've got Oprah calling on the top 10 list of David Letterman. Comments are pouring in on all the websites by the hundreds saying I'm stupid, ugly, have no reason to live. And so it got very dark for me to where
what was that like, though, to have all of that hate coming at you, and you weren't used to it? As you said, you were a goody two-shoe.
I was a goody two-shoe.
Now you're public enemy number one.
And that's probably why it became so global for me, because I was pretty much, girl next door turned girl gone wild, and people were fascinated by that, just like they're fascinated in this situation. Those are the things that attract people. This situation, of course, I mean, what's going on with ABC. Yeah, so, I was at my wit's end. I had a plan on how to take my own life, and it was going to happen. And luckily, faith, family, and friends to the rescue just in time to help me find this inner strength to fight back. So 3 federal lawsuits later, I got control of my life back again. I got copyright ownership to all those images from Key West, giving me legal means and to control them online. My lawyers are very vigilant. and you will get a notice if you're looking at those pictures. And a television station in Cleveland, a much bigger market, in the market where I always wanted to work, they recognized my resolve, and they gave me a chance to reclaim my career. But the thing is, when I was working my way back up at this TV station where I always wanted to work and pretending this thing never happened, I'm on the set reading stories about young people, especially taking their own lives because of cruelty online. And I'm thinking, in my darkest moments, I promised God, if I could make a difference, I would. And here I am, just riding my horse, into my dream and not fulfilling that promise. So my contract came up. I'm thinking, I will stay as a freelancer, but I want to do the book, go out and speak. I did a TEDx talk and make a difference, because I believe that a lot of what I learned through this whole thing can make a difference for people. I always say, make it count. And so I am trying to make it count.
Former news anchor fired from her job after appearing on stage in a video similar to Girls Gone Wild says the lesson she learned from the situation can help anyone who has a job. She joins us now to talk about her book that outlines how to stay out of trouble, and if you get into trouble, what you should do.
What would you say to young people, especially those who are in the news business, because many of them are looking for likes. They're looking for likes. Young journalists are looking for likes on social media, and many of them are crossing the line. So what advice would you have for them at this particular point in your career and in their careers?
Right. Well, I'm never going to tell anybody what to do. I'm never going to tell anybody, don't do a wet t-shirt contest. But I am going to tell you, understand the consequences today. No longer is what happens in the moment that's meant to stay in the moment, no longer is it guaranteed to stay there. Everything you do online and off, there's so little room for a what was I thinking moment before it could become attached to you forever and for all to see. And so to take that into consideration. So in the book, I have a lot of advice on how to do that, how to protect your online image, how to make sure that you're not stepping too far over where your future, your dreams could end up marred. And they're really actionable steps that you can take to rise above. And if you happen to fall victim inadvertently, because you might have brought it on yourself like I did, or you just happen to be a target, something like cyberbullying, I also have actionable steps on how to rise above that. And I think that it makes a difference. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm having a lot of fun getting a lot of the feedback that, oh my goodness, I didn't think about maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. But I think that the biggest piece of advice is to remember there's so little room for what was I thinking moment, and it could affect those dreams that you have. And sometimes it feels like there's really nothing you can do about it. Although there are a few things, again, that you can do about it.
Catherine, do you ever get, when you look at social media and you see maybe some young people who may be in high school, who may be in college, and you see what they're posting and you cringe at it and you're wondering how, and obviously you made your mistake. We've all made our mistakes.
We're all here.
Yeah. Do you ever wonder how did they get there, and why isn't anyone pulling them back in saying this will follow you forever, or this will do damage to you potentially down the road?
Well, I think that the thing is, until you've been through it, until it's happened to you, you don't know. Everyone thinks that they're immune to something like that happening. But there's many people like me out there who've been through it and thought this would never happen to me. So yeah, I think that there are a lot of people who are thinking that, young people, of course, they think they're invincible. And so, yes, I do cringe. And yes, I do tell them when I see something. I have friends who, I'll tell you, putting up a picture of yourself with alcohol, no matter how old you are, it is a bad idea. Because, again, social media posts and pictures, they can be used in a court of law. So what happens when you do get pulled over for DUI? Now, is this going to be something that will attest to your character and to your behavior? And, so you just putting up pictures with alcohol, putting up pictures of anything promiscuous, putting up pictures, of course, of anything involving drugs, you're just asking for disaster down the road.
And for those who are interested in reading more about this book, where can they find this book? And give us the title again.
Forever and for all to see, how to avoid social media scandal and how to survive one. And you can find it on my website, catherinebosely.com.
And of course, Catherine, for those who may want to reach out to you, they can still find you on social media, right? And also your talent coach for those young people who are trying to hone those skills.
Yes, and I do have speaking events around the country, ranging from high school all the way up to corporate, because this is not just a problem for kids. This is a problem in the corporate world too. You're only as strong as your weakest link employee. And if the employees are not disciplined and not thinking about what they're doing on social media, how it could come back and affect their employer, their family, all of that, then you're doomed. So it's really great to have everybody understand, from high school students all the way to the corporate world, how really to take care of yourself and to protect that online image.
Yeah, absolutely. I always try to remind people you're now a representative of that company or that entity or that institution that you work for, and think about how they will feel about your behavior out there. Well, Catherine Bosely, always great talking to you. We appreciate your time and your great advice for young people and social media, and we'll check out the book.
Okay, and I am all over social media, just Catherine Bosely, simple spelling.
And we want to thank you for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored. Don't forget to follow us on social media at The Isaiah Factor, also on Facebook at Isaiah Factor Uncensored, and Twitter, Isaiah Factor.